What's going on, everybody? How you doing? My name is DOCTORSAMMY BAYA. Please welcome back to my channel. When your parents give you the silent treatment, narcissistic parents, that is the title of today's episode. So, first things first, what is the silent treatment? Silent treatment is also known as stonewalling, the cold shoulder, ghosting. Giving someone the silent treatment means that one person has stopped talking and communicating to another person, and it can last for hours, days, weeks, months, or even years. The silent treatment can include refusing to talk altogether, avoiding discussions, no longer answering your calls, texts, or messages. They stop calling and texting. Silent treatment means acting as if you are not in the room, completely ignoring you, withholding love and attention, withholding love and affection, treating you as if you are invisible or dead. Now, that is what silent treatment is all about. Let me repeat again. Silent treatment can include refusing to talk altogether, avoiding discussions, no longer answering your calls, texts, or messages. They stop calling and texting, acting as if you are not in the room, completely ignoring you, withholding love and affection, treating you as if you are invisible or dead. That is the silent treatment. Now, a parent will usually inflict the silent treatment as a response to. A parent will give you the silent treatment when you do these following things that I'm mentioning right now in this video. When you confront your parent about an issue, most likely they'll give you a silent treatment. When you ask your parents to take responsibility, most likely they'll give you silent treatment. When you try to assert a boundary, or when you say no to your parents, most likely they'll give you the silent treatment. When you do something that your parents don't want you to do, or when you do something that your parents think that you shouldn't do, then they will give you the silent treatment. When you don't do something that your parents think you should do, then they will give you the silent treatment. Your parents will give you silent treatment when they want you to appear ostracized from the family for perceived bad behavior, when they are in fact guilty of behaving badly. Now, the parent who's giving you the silent treatment might tell you that they're not talking to you, or they may just stop all communication with you until eventually you realize that all usual contact from them has stopped. A narcissistic parent will give their child silent treatment of any age. I've heard of many stories of parents who've given their children silent treatment when those children were a young child or a teenager. And those parents, they still give those children silent treatment regularly when they are in adulthood. Now, there are two types of parents that inflict silent treatment on their children. And there are two main reasons why a parent will give their child or adult child the silent treatment. One reason is that that parent is a narcissist. And the second reason is that that parent is emotionally immature. The narcissistic parent likes to be in control at all times. They do not like it when you attempt to assert a boundary, when you say no to a narcissistic parent, or when you try to have your own mind, and when you try to do things your own way. The narcissistic parent doesn't like it. The narcissistic parent wants to regain control of the relationship quickly, and giving the silent treatment is their favorite tactic to use, because they know it is extremely painful for us and that we will do anything to make it stop. including retreating and becoming submissive again in order to restore contact with them quickly. This puts the narcissist back in the position of control, and it gives us the clear message to stay in our place if you want to have a relationship with our mom or our dad. Now, the other type of parent who can inflict silent treatment on their children is the emotionally immature parent or the self-absorbed parent. These parents give the silent treatment for a few reasons. It might be because they want to avoid conflict, as they typically feel overwhelmed by it and they don't know how to resolve it. They are also quite self-absorbed and they can get stuck in their own emotions. So, during a conflict, they will be too focused on their own experience of the situation and they will struggle to have empathy or the ability to really be there for us. So they push us away. So because they don't have the maturity to be able to calmly resolve a difficult situation, they resort to unhealthy behaviors like punishment, manipulation, and control to get their way or deal with it, even if it costs them the relationship. But because they often feel hurt easily, they are oblivious to other people's pain or how their actions could hurt others. This means that they don't really see the damage they do to us or the pain they cause when they give us the silent treatment. Emotionally immature people, emotionally immature parents struggle to express their feelings in a healthy way or look inwards, which means they blame their negative feelings on others instead of taking responsibility for their actions or how they feel. Why is the silent treatment the worst thing a parent can do to their child? When you really think about it, our parent is withdrawing themselves away from us, effectively taking our parent away and leaving us without a parent. This leaves us feeling abandoned, unloved, and isolated. This is very painful, and it causes us to conclude that if my parent can turn their back on me and walk away from our relationship so easily, then I must be worthless. That's what you'll tell yourself. So children and adult children that have experienced the silent treatment from their parent will often be desperate for love, affection, attention, and validation, and they will search for it from others, often leading to dangerous situations and other toxic relationships. We will go into friendships and romantic relationships assuming that we will be rejected and abandoned at some point. This causes anxiety and it can cause us to modify our behavior and not truly be ourselves for fear of being rejected if they don't like the real us. It will leave us feeling tremendously frustrated because when they shut down and refuse to discuss issues that are important to us, it leaves no opportunity to resolve the conflict, which will lead to restoring the relationship and making the pain stop. So, silent treatment as a form of emotional abuse. You might think the silent treatment is just something your parent does. Perhaps you're used to it and you may even expect it from time to time. So you try not to let it bother you anymore, but you might be surprised to know that it's actually a form of emotional abuse. When a parent does this for any length of time, they are withdrawing themselves and the relationship from us, purposely causing us to feel abandoned, rejected, powerless, unwanted, and frustrated, which brings with it a sense of feeling unloved and unlovable. So we will have an understanding that it is very easy for our parents or our parent to abandon us, to walk away from us, and the relationship so easily. So knowing that our parent cares so little and that when it comes to our relationship, they can take it or leave it, it causes us to feel completely worthless. This has a devastating impact on our self-esteem and self-worth. This will naturally make us feel desperate to restore the relationship, and we can end up begging them to talk to us and even apologizing when we haven't done anything wrong. This puts them in control and the relationship will never be equal because we know that at any moment they can easily withdraw from the relationship again. This means we have to modify our behavior to make sure we never upset them again, and we can't be congruent or our true selves around them. So the parent is using manipulative behavior to control their child, and the child can't be themselves, and they live in fear, which is very emotionally abusive. So how is silent treatment different to taking a break or cooling off? It is normal in relationships to take time to cool off or to take a break and gather your thoughts after an argument. When we take time to calm down, we will typically tell the other person that's what we are doing and make sure they know we are coming back soon to resolve things. So silent treatment is different for a few reasons. The toxic parent doesn't tell you that's what they are doing. They just disappear. They are choosing not to communicate with you entirely, which means they have no intention of cooling off for a short period of time and continue talking later and resolving the issue. So this is about punishment and control, giving you a clear message to behave the way they want or lose them. So how do you deal with it? You'll probably be tempted to say or do anything to get the silent treatment to end and restore the relationship. Remember that silent treatment is emotional abuse and a manipulation tactic to get you to challenge and prevent you from growing and setting healthy boundaries. So do not allow yourself to be manipulated and abused. Don't beg the narcissistic parent to speak to you or promise to change. That's what they want, and they will know their manipulation works and they'll keep doing it. Ask yourself if you really want to be in a relationship with someone that refuses to discuss issues or resolve conflict, or try to help you feel better. So try to understand that your parent has not developed the ability to express a healthy level of empathy. Accept that your parent can't give you what you need. It's still possible to have a relationship with a toxic parent. Just don't expect too much from them. Then set healthy boundaries with your narcissistic parents, which might mean distancing yourself and spending less time with them. Keep the relationship at a casual level. This can be hard to accept, but understand that toxic parents can't give us what we need because they don't have it to give. You may feel you need to grieve the relationship, and that's okay. Enjoy the silence. See it as a break from their drama and demanding ways. Know that you are worthy of a healthy relationship with someone who can communicate in a mature, emotionally healthy manner. There are lots of information and videos, online resources that can help you to identify and overcome and deal with a relationship with a toxic, narcissistic parent. And there are lots of therapists, just like myself, that can help you. I know from personal experience how difficult and painful the silent treatment from a parent is. Sometimes it can take you too long to learn that you don't deserve to be treated that way. And I hope you should know it too. You don't deserve to be treated that way. Thank you for watching this video. Please hit the subscribe button if you've not done so. Give this video a thumbs up. Click that like button if you like this video. And again, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Make sure the notification bell is on. Choose the all option. That way you get notified each time I upload a new video. Knowledge is power, information is power, and learning is the superpower. I love you all to the moon and back. God bless you. Catch you later in the next video.